All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Spirits has a message here for you that I'm going to relay. All right, so there is someone here in your energy here that you had to put up boundaries with, okay? Maybe you felt like they made you into the wounded warrior. It's someone that you are most likely in separation from right now, but you basically drew the line, okay? You said enough's enough. You said I'm done with whatever BS this person brought your way, whatever mind games, manipulation, toxicity, basically, whatever they brought into your life and however it disrupted, the peace that you might have had, you said enough's enough. Okay, I am drawing a line. I am creating that line in the sand here. Do not cross it, okay? But this person is still hoping, they are still having faith by manifesting that things might turn around between the two of you. So just a heads up, this person is still in this energy where they really are hopeful for the future, with you, that, and maybe, you were probably in this energy at one point, okay, where you were hopeful for the future, that you were hoping that maybe things would turn around, that this person would maybe change for the better, that maybe they would come to this realization and epiphany of the way that they were treating you, because maybe this person was supposed to be your person, okay, and they weren't supposed to treat you this way, but they made the decision to treat you however they did. Okay. And, so like I said, you were most likely hoping and, trying to manifest change in this person, for the better. If this person was toxic, or if they had, toxicities, things like that, you were most likely, hoping, praying, manifesting, doing whatever you could to try to help this person and try to turn things around, not only for the connection, but for them. Okay. And in their life in general. So, you were hoping in this energy for a very long time, I'm hearing, for a lot of you. And then you kind of had to give up after a while because it was exhausting. It was exhausting, doing all of this for this person, especially when they, obviously did not want to change. They were not moving toward changing. They, maybe have lived in this toxicity most of their life, and that was their comfort zone, even though it wasn't doing any good for them. They, change is difficult. Change is hard. It takes effort, and a lot of people don't want to put that effort in. So now this person is hoping, okay? They're hoping, they're praying, they're trying to manifest you back. They're trying to hope and manifest a new beginning with you, is what I'm hearing. And for you to maybe put those boundaries down a little bit so that maybe they could have you in their life in some degree. All right. I am feeling that the majority of you are not planning on doing that. All right. That those boundaries are up, and they're up for a reason, and you have no intention of bringing them down. All right. This person right now is feeling trapped. They're trapped in their head. They're trapped in their situation. They're trapped in their life, basically. And they've done it to themselves. All right. They feel captive to their karmas, and they have done it to themselves, is what I am hearing from Spirit. Okay. I am also hearing that maybe in one way or another, you felt trapped and stuck in a certain pattern, maybe with this person, in a cycle that was maybe toxic. Maybe you were having the same argument over and over again. You were trying to fix the same quote unquote, issues or toxicities just over and over again. And, it was just this continuous like hamster wheel, right? So that's a possibility for some of you. But, maybe you felt like, this person, like maybe you were on a certain path, and then you met this person and you thought that they were supposed to be part of your path. And I'm hearing for a lot of you, if not the majority of you, this person was supposed to be on your path with you. You were like a test, like a karmic, a spiritual test, and this person failed. Okay. So this person tried to keep you stuck, and they tried to keep you off path, and that didn't work. So now this person is feeling stuck. They're feeling trapped. They saw a way out with you, and they didn't take it. Okay. So now they are really trapped. So they're obsessing. They just have this obsession now with you. They're watching you move on. They're watching you glow up. They're basically adoring you. They are addicted to watching you. Okay. Most of you, it's online, whether you have like a platform, whether you have just social media. Even if you don't have social media, this person they're finding out stuff somehow. So this person is finding things out either from people that, maybe that know the two of you, or, somehow. This person is obsessive. They're obsessively watching you. Okay. Maybe, they felt like with you, they would have had a firm foundation, that maybe things would have been stable and secure. Okay. And they're obsessive about that. They're obsessive with watching you do that for yourself, maybe with someone else, possibly, while they are looking at their life as a bunch of mistakes. They've made maybe bad decisions, or decisions that did not serve them. They're feeling misunderstood. I'm hearing that maybe you are the only person that made this person feel understood, that they are misunderstood by basically everybody else in the world or in their life. So they're always in this victim mindset, and they're feeling like a lost soul. So they just don't feel like they have a place in this world, that maybe, nothing goes their way, but it's because of their negative mindset. It's because of the way they treat people. It's just these toxicities they need to heal, and they're basically in denial. Okay. They are trying to get a different perspective. They're trying to, find or figure out what does make them happy. I'm hearing that what makes them happy is you. All right. And, they feel better off, or they would feel better off if they were with you. And I am hearing that, I hate to say, that would be true. Okay. And I'm also hearing that with them feeling in this victim mentality, they're feeling like you actually are better off without them. And it could be because they're watching you and they see that you're happy without them. Okay. So they are becoming emotionally exhausted. They're depleted, drained. They feel like this whole life of theirs is a long journey that is just full of a bunch of karmic lessons. And maybe it is. Okay. They really do want to commit to you. Okay. They do want to make you that eternal promise. And, like I said, commit to you, because they do feel like you're their soulmate. All right. Whether they told you or not, they do feel deeply connected to you in a way that they've never felt with anyone before. And they do want to commit to you. But unfortunately, they feel like their life is cursed, and they are constantly in this negative mindset. All right. Now, you came in to their life here with an open heart. You had, were basically very receptive to them. You're an empathetic person. You can be an empath. And you just show unconditional love to everyone you're around. And, you know how to be emotionally vulnerable. Okay. So you showed that to this person, where they're not really used to that. This person might have been used to superficial, shallow relationships with people. You are not like that. Okay. This shocked this person. You basically brought a tower into this person's life by being this way. Okay. So now this person is in turmoil. They are, feeling that they have made a lot of mistakes, because you both had a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion. There was definite attraction between the two of you, definite sparks between the two of you. And unfortunately, because of their toxicities, they could have made you into a chaser at some point. So this person might be, because of maybe fear of abandonment, could be from narcissistic tendencies. It could be just, playing mind games with you, manipulating you, to, maybe making them feel this validation or sense of attention, possibly. That this person made you kind of feel like you had to chase them. Okay. And it's because they wear masks. They are pretending who they really are from the world. They are always wearing a mask. For some of them, they're living a double life, and it could be because they have another family. All right. They might have they might have tried to make you a third party, and maybe you found this out. Maybe you never found it out. Okay. So some of you know this, some of you, this person really did hide it from you and you never knew. Okay. Maybe you just saw red flags and you walked away. Maybe this person ghosted you, whatever the case may be. But this person might have had another family. For some of you out there, they wore this mask that they wanted a new beginning here with you, that they wanted a family with you, but they never told you. All right. That might have been what it was. So yeah, whatever the case may be, whatever you resonate with, this person is ever since, you know, this whole, you know, connection with you, ever since, you know, basically I'm hearing from the beginning, from when they met you, this person has been in this conflict. They've been in this inner conflict where they don't know what decision to make. They don't know which way to go. They feel like, you know, if they did put you in a third party, if they did have a family outside of you, that maybe they have never felt connected or a connection like what you all have. They never felt like this with this other person. Okay. And so, you know, they are so emotionally fulfilled with you. They don't have that with this other person. That's if they do have this other family. For those of you where you resonate with this person not having another family outside of your connection, that, you know, maybe there were there was just another situation here that just didn't work out. You know, this person was conflicted for other reasons, whether it was a certain mindset, whether, you know, maybe you all worked together and it was frowned upon, whatever the case may be, this person did act in that Knight of Wands energy where, you know, they kind of made you feel like an option. They didn't prioritize you. They might have acted hot and cold, non-committal, okay, inconsistent, like they couldn't make a decision, okay? But now this person, because of the way they acted, the way they treated you, the way they treated this connection, they are feeling broken. They do not have you anymore, and they are broken. They are shattered. They're heartbroken. They basically feel destroyed, okay? And, you know, they're watching you. Like I said, they're obsessively watching you, and they're watching you give all of that cup of love that you had given to them at one point. They see you giving it to yourself. They also see you giving it to other people, you know, and they're jealous of that. But they're seeing you glow up. They're seeing you give all of this cup of love to yourself through self-love, self-growth. You're being self-focused, okay? You're working on yourself. And you're, you know, doing that soul searching within yourself. And, you know, you're most likely working on your spirituality. You know, you're getting maybe out into nature and, you know, grounding yourself. You're possibly, you know, either going a new path as far as your career or your life path. You could be getting a new job, all sorts of things. Okay. And I just got chills. Yes. You all are doing that for yourselves, and spirit is so happy. Okay. I just wanted to let you know. This person is obsessively watching that, obsessively watching it, because they want to be a part of this, and they know they can't, because they know you've got your boundaries and your walls up, and this person has wronged you, and they might never be able to get back. All right. Just so you know, you will always be the one to this person. Okay. They will always see you as the one that they should have been devoted to. That you were the one that was devoted to them more than anyone in their life, and they know no one will ever compare. All right? They will always be attached to you, and they will always crave you. All right? You will always be the one to this person. And because they know that for the majority of them, they will never have a chance with you because of what they did. They're going through this emotional storm. All right? They're feeling so affected emotionally. If this person was not emotionally vulnerable with you, if you feel like this person was more in their head space, not in their heart space when they were dealing with you, maybe they didn't show you much emotion or tell you exactly how they felt. This person is a very emotional person behind the scenes, and this person is affected emotionally more than you know. Okay? So I'm going to actually see what this person wants to say to you before we conclude the reading here, because I'm being called to this deck here. And we'll see what exactly this person wants to say, because, yeah, this person is, they're in their feels, man. All right, what does this person want to say to the collective spirit? Let's see. All right. So first card out. Every time my phone rings, I hope it's you. Yeah. You most likely block this person. Well, you know, you put up those boundaries, and this person feels like, you know, they don't want to they don't want to risk, going around your boundaries. Okay. They don't want to do that. So you put up boundaries for a reason, and this person they are trying to respect that. Okay. So that is a good thing. They are hoping, I'm hearing, that you will lower your boundaries. I think that's what I had said in the beginning of the reading as well. But this person, they want to call you, or message you, but they're not going to because of those boundaries. Okay. So every time their phone rings, they're hoping that it's you, and that maybe, you will be the first one to reach out because you do have those boundaries up. They're saying that they sabotaged this connection because it was too intense. So yeah, for a lot of you, if this is your divine counterpart, now, I know it does say soulmate on here. You could resonate with this being a divine counterpart, twin flame, high level soulmate, whatever you feel like labeling it as, whatever it was, this might have been one of the most intense connections you've ever had. Okay. I am here to tell you that this person feels the same, that they've never had a connection like this before. Okay. And the intensity did scare them. They're saying that they were selfish and they were stuck in their ego when you all were in a connection together before the separation. Okay. So I'm feeling like this person, if they, resonate with being, in that narcissistic energy, it is possible that, that is them, but, it could be that when you gave this person attention, somebody that they really felt was out of their league, it really kind of boosted their ego. Okay. And this person kind of got, lost themselves for a while, basically. They're saying that when you walked away, that they should have fought more, harder for you. Okay. So, when you all left, maybe this situation, left this person, put up those boundaries, they should have fought for you. Maybe they just let you walk away. They're saying that I'm afraid that they've lost you forever. Yep, that's exactly what I was saying. So this person really does feel like they have lost you forever. All right. On the bottom of the deck, they say they realize all the mistakes that they've made. So at least they do realize, they've done reflecting, and they've realized the mistakes that they've made. But this person, I'm hearing that they wish that they could go back and do things differently. But unfortunately, what's done is done. And, for a lot of you here, this person, maybe they're going to be out of your life. And maybe that is true. And that's part of their karma, that they will lose you forever. Okay. But yeah, you will always be the one to this person. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope it brought clarity and information, and I hope it finds you all well. Until next time, my friends, take care and namaste.